This is the 3 lieutenants in Mafia 3. Hey everybody, my name is Taylor and I hope you've gotten used to my weird accent by now. I know I sound kind of funny, but in this video I'm going to tell you about the 3 lieutenants and what they can do that can help you in different ways throughout Mafia 3. So let's get into it. Okay, so we all know by now that we have 3 people called lieutenants in Mafia 3 that play a fair bit in the game. These characters were shown to us in the reveal trailer. We see a man with fabulous sideburns named Burke. Burke is part of the Irish mob and has issues with the Italians. One is Cassandra, who heads a faction of Haitian gangsters, and she shares a similar set of problems with the traditional mafia. Finally, there is Vito, who is still striving to own the city in Mafia 3 from his office that sits over a fish restaurant. That's a true fact, by the way. I didn't make that up. He actually has an office above a fish restaurant. Oh how he's went downhill. Anyway, in the gameplay that you see in our videos, Lincoln is driving the person he's interrogating around to try and get info on where the hideout is. Once he's found out, he ditches the snitch and walks up to a phone booth and calls a lieutenant. Almost instantly, he mysteriously loses the police, so it actually pays to have friends in low places, especially if they're buddies with crooked cops and have an office above a fish restaurant. This is an example of what the lieutenants can do, and now let's talk more specifically. So later in the game, Lincoln infiltrates the gang hideout he's discovered through interrogation and basically goes in and makes friends with everyone by saying hi with a bullet to the face. Not really how I would greet my friends, but you know, I'm not judging. Now comes the tough part. The hideout has been taken over, but Lincoln cannot run it himself. He's a busy guy after all, he's got a game to be the main protagonist of. He'll have to select one of his lieutenants to run it for him. These decisions have both immediate and long-term consequences. Now, I have a quote here from Hayden Blackman, who is the studio head and creative director at developer Hangar 13. He says, all 3 lieutenants give you very specific rewards based on the hideout. Cassandra has a specific reward for getting the cistern, which is the name of the hideout in the gameplay, by the way, and you cannot get that reward unless you give Sandra the cistern. If you give Vito the cistern, the only way to get that reward is by giving Vito the cistern. It's tied to that specific character in that specific hideout, so every time you bring it up, you're like, which reward do I want? Then the game's executive producer Andy Wilson says, even if you've assigned the hideouts within the district to different characters, you can then assign the whole territory to one as well. And that will build friction among those characters, sort of like an uneasy alliance, and that will play out differently. You might be thinking, well, what rewards do you get? Well, I don't actually know that yet. I do know one of the rewards that's been revealed so far, and it's in the trailer, the hideout that you take, the cistern. Giving that to Cassandra, for instance, earns the ability to call in drive-by reinforcements. For the time being, the other lieutenants don't seem to mind too much who gets it. That doesn't mean everyone else is happy with the cistern changing hands. But anyway, that's all the info about the lieutenants and the rewards that's been revealed so far. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and I'll then post more info about the lieutenants and the rewards when I have that. But for now, I thank you so much for watching. My name is Taylor, and thanks for checking out 2K Central.